seconds to go in the fight. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
This is where he wants to be.
Oh, man, he's still targeting that cut, and it is getting worse by the minute.
Be careful here.
Lands the ground and pound strike here. Reyes is able to flatten him out, really pressing on him now. Opponent's belly flat on the mat. 1 minute to decide this one. Reyes is in half guard. Krylov's cut on his nose, manageable for a while, maybe not so much now. That thing is pouring blood. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Reyes.
Oh, right into mount.
Reyes is back in full mount. 30 seconds to go here in our third and final round.
You need to fight back.
Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. Krylov's eye now closing up. Good work from the top here by Reyes. We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges scored the contest 30-27, 30-28, and 30-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Dominic the Devastator Reyes.
All right, so the judges are in agreement tonight. He is your winner by unanimous decision. Certainly pretty easy fight to score, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was an easy fight to score. Whereas his opponent had a few moments, he was the one.
On fucks with it, he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't going like this. Hit me in my car park, see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. Hey, I gotta let my skin flame marinate. We gotta don't stop, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all free pay. Got 2 flavors, I'm on the T-break.
All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, so here's Aljamain Sterling. Hasn't necessarily been a fast starter in the UFC. There's no denying the toughness, the creativeness, his scrambling ability. You know about the wrestling acumen, but he uses his length very well. This is a hard guy to hit, and it looks like he'll be hard to hit here out of the chute tonight. Early action here in round 1, and a nice front kick there by the kickboxer. That seemed to back the wrestler up a little bit.
Yeah, and that reaction tells me that the kickboxer needs to do it again. Because it seems as though the wrestler is now going to accept fighting at this range, and that will allow for him to land more and more as he's beautiful kicks. Oh, yeah, he hurt him bad.
Rodriguez gets lit up by that straight punch. He missed with that jab attempt there.
The fighters separate.
Counters with a straight left. Just misses with that one.
Oh, nice.
And there's that kicking game from Yair Rodriguez on full display early on in this one tonight.
Yeah, Yair Rodriguez is a beast. And you know when you watch him, when you're going to the octagon with him, you got to always be on high alert because he can hit you from anywhere. And a lot of times it comes from those kicks, those very diverse, scary, dangerous, challenging to understand kicks that he throws.
Oh, and there's that inside leg kick. And just slap yourself hard on the inside of your leg and tell me how that feels.
I mean, it really hurts because that's the soft part of your leg. So you land that over and over again, guy will have a very tough time maneuvering out of a lot of the techniques you throw at him.
Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. Throws the teep. Nice kick landed there by Rodriguez. Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that won it all. Out of range with that one. Oh, beautiful technique for him there on that side kick. Oh, nice land there by Yair Rodriguez, DC. There are so many different layers and dynamic strikes in the arsenal of Yair Rodriguez. The opposition just never knows what's coming. So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Yair Rodriguez. Just over 2 minutes to go. He's been working hard defensively. Kick block there.
Gets to the single collar tie. Body shot after body shot. He keeps landing these strikes, really zapping the gas tank on his opponent. Oh, nice kick.
Huge knee to the body. Going for the spinning side kick to the body, but he missed. Oh, big knee there.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
It's worse.
All right, champ, now we're starting to see some bruising on that thigh. Pretty good job attacking that area tonight.
I mean, this guy is digging his shin into hit the thigh. What a tremendous performance by this guy.
45 seconds. Oh, big left hand. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
Rodriguez's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Oh! Huge kick to the body. What an end to round one. All right, so the round is over. Now looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, let us get you some replays from that previous round. His nose is significantly damaged after his opponent's handiwork in that previous frame.
It's smashed. It's smashed, John, and you see the cut on it. You see the bruising. It's bad now, but in a couple days it'll be much worse.
Yeah.
Because that's when you get the black eyes and you start to look like a freaking penguin. The guy is taking too many shots with his head. He's not doing a great job of moving his head off the center line. If he wants to win this fight, he has got to be smarter in his approach.
And he is toughness personified, but you got to think that that nose, in terms of his breathing pattern, is going to start to give him issues as this fight presses on. Oh, there's the head kick. Looked like there might have been a window there. Instead, it is blocked by Sterling. So Rodriguez continuing to manage distance beautifully tonight. He's got his kick. Oh, he is stunned, trying to recover here. All right, champ, starting to see some swelling upstairs now.
Well, he's taking way too many shots to the head. You got to move your head. You cannot be on a straight line. Otherwise, you will take shots, and that shot and those shots leads to your face starting to swell.
Oh! Huge kick to the head.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Almost in range with the straight left, but that's a miss. Glancing right hand lands upstairs. 37 total strikes have landed for Yair Rodriguez. And landing with 31% accuracy tonight against Aljamain Sterling. Oh, there's the swing and there's the miss by Rodriguez. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. So a much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round 2. All right, so he lands his first takedown of the fight after many failed attempts, so he stayed committed. Now he has the fight in his wheelhouse. Let's see what he can do. Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? Ooh, heel hook attempt now, and it looks locked in. Oh, I don't know. That heel hook looks tight.
Good work, guys. Come on.
Oh, beautiful job to escape.
Great job clearing the knee, getting his weight all the way across and defending that heel hook.
That was fun to watch. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Oh, pinpoint ground strike by him there, and that one opened up a cut. He's very close to the finish here.
Fight back! Fight back!
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade and proving to be able as well.
Yeah, it's out of the ordinary. Usually this guy level changes to take you down very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he is comfortable in the striking, and he is on point with his striking. They work very hard to improve his stand-up skills, and it's showing right now.
Rodriguez's cheek is just pouring blood all over his face, all over the canvas. That gash is terrible, so bad, we might even get a stoppage here. We'll see.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
10 minutes in the books. Oh, the round is over and blood is just fauceting out of this cheek. That cheek has gotten out of control. Cutman can only do so much, and given the fact that that cut continues to be attacked by the opponent, if this thing gets any worse, they're going to stop this fight. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like, if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight.
Oh, the kick landed.
Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. Oh, and a head kick there. Huge block there. Just out of range with the straight left. Whoa! back to his feet. Oh, he lands a huge kick here. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Back in the clinch, look for him to hang on his opponent's head and try to wear at his gas tank. Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Rodriguez is tough as it gets, but that eye is downright nasty at this point in time, and you've got to wonder, given all the swelling, if that might even be a fractured orbital. Not good for Lim. All right, late in the fight now, he needs a finish or he's going to lose this fight tonight. We'll see if he goes for it.
I mean, there is no more strategy. There is no more time to try to set up a punch. You got to just start letting everything fly.
Oh, he's in a world of trouble now. Well, he misses with the left punch there. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it works.
Nicely done. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, going for the arm bar now. That might be tight.
Arms in deep.
He got it! Unbelievable! Delivers. He's able to accomplish here tonight, as you can see, the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
Ready for the official decision. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has thrown a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 5 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Aljamain Punkmaster Sterling.
What a performance, what a moment for the New Yorker Aljamain Sterling. He gets it done by submission. Probably the most memorable since he got Corey Sandhagen back at UFC 250.
Massive submission victory for Aljamain Sterling tonight, knowing and recognizing that he held the advantage in the grappling, and knowing that he went right to it and got the job done.
Our tail of the tape now for this featherweight fight.
Ready to fight? Ready. Let's do
All right,
it.
so here we go from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, and wherever you are in the world, most fighters on this roster, to a man, to a woman, they want the chance at some point to make this walk here in Vegas.
You absolutely want to fight in Las Vegas. So is the MGM Grand. It was the Mandalay Bay. Now it is the T-Mobile Arena, the most beautiful beautiful arena in the world and the home to the biggest UFC fight right now. International Fight Week for championship fights all across the board. You come to T-Mobile.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Dion's belly.
Mitchell's in half guard.
Big ground and pound.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
There it is. Now he's running him out. He's got to start throwing now.
Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively. Well, he's avoided a lot of the damage here on the ground. Nicely done with the head movement there.
Not staying still underneath his opponent is allowing him to not get hit with anything too damaging. Oh.
Just over 3 minutes to go now. Making all these shots count. Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Need some work, guys.
Oh, he's setting up for a submission now.
Dude's trying to finish the fight. That is tight.
Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Oh, big elbow. Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. And very effective with the ground and pound.
Oh, he got to the spot.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten. Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
Mitchell's back in full mount.
This is a terrible position.
Postures up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Oh, there's some good ground and pound here, and some swelling has now been caused on his opponent.
Let's work.
20 seconds left.
Massive shot from the top.
Another ground and pound strike lands.
You gotta be careful there, yep.
Need you to fight back.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do you do?
You got to move, you gotta shrimp, you gotta get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Great work. You won that last round. This round, you want to keep mixing things up. Use your punches, use your knees, use your kicks. want to see you work that deep.
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway.
Straight punch lands.
Lands the left punch now, followed by a right.
Beautiful kick lands.
Oh, he blocked that punch. Nicely done defensively. Takedown defense is there.
He lands a big knee to the body.
Immediately gets the underhook.
Now they separate. Oh, brilliant tree.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut is opened up.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Now some separation.
Beautiful timing on that takedown. He secures the takedown. Look for him to posture now and try to land some ground and pound.
Posture's up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there. All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
We have crossed the midpoint of this one. Lands another strike upstairs, and for his opponent, that is certainly not going to help matters when it comes to the swelling.
He can't miss, Jay. And when you saw the swelling initially, you knew that he needed to change something. He still has not changed that. And while it's getting worse, it's still not at a point where we should panic. But a few more, and he's going to find himself in a dire situation.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here. Triangle now, DC. We'll see if he can close the shoulder.
Oh, the triangle is in. And not only does he have the triangle, if his opponent circles the wrong way, he can even attack an armbar. This is a very big advantage position for this fighter. He cut him. He cut him. So many ground strikes landed that eventually he got him cut. Nice shots landing from the top position. And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Nice positional control here. Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back.
Watch the arm here.
Oh, he's got that. Oh, transitions to the belly down arm bar.
That is a dangerous way to finish the round.
He is really doing a nice job with his head movement here defensively on the ground to avoid further punishment.
He isn't waiting until his opponent throws. He's being proactive. When his opponent throws, he's already moving, so he's missing it.
Another strike hits that eye area, and it is is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times that his opponent sees the cut, and the cut is advancing.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is thudding off the mat.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. Final seconds here of round 2. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Lands a big elbow there. Oh, setting up the left hook, but out of range. Oh, flying knee to the head. Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body. Really double leg.
Great ground and pound by this man.
And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Volume strikes continue to rain down. His opponent pretty helpless there on the ground.
His opponent is helpless. He's been hurt, he's been battered, he's been beat, and now this guy's just trying to find the right time to land the strike that is the fight.
Well, some high-level grappling here. The takedowns, the ground control. He seemingly has mastered all of the little nuances when it comes to keeping your opponent down.
And truly understanding where you want to be. Not many guys can control a full-grown man, his opponent, as this young man does.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Lands with the ground and pound. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
And there you go, again, half guard.
3 minutes to go in round 3. Well, no surprise to see him rinse and repeat as he continues to target that swelling upstairs.
Targeting that swollen eye, getting back after him, making him work, and recognizing like, hey, this is my path. It's working, I'm gonna stay on it.
Guys trying to get to the darts here.
Oh, that Darce choke is tight.
Tight submission locked in. Darce choke seems to be very close to being finished. He cannot get excited though. He's got to be patient.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon.
All right, so it looks as though now the referee will step in to look at the swelling on that eye as he calls for the doctor. Maybe he wanted to step in earlier, but now he had no choice.
He had no choice. The swelling is so bad, he can't see. He's flailing at his opponent right now.
Well, this is a good sign. The doctor talking to the referee, and the fight will continue, at least for now.
Yeah, this is a good decision. I mean, swelling can be superficial. It seems like he wants to compete. Let's go.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway. Oh, how good is that? The diving punch lands flush to the head. All right, so he continues to land and right on that cut. Getting a little bit hard to watch right now with all the blood pouring out.
But you know, sometimes you got guys that cut easily. You think the Diaz brothers, this guy gets cut, but it doesn't seem to be deterring him. He's still trying to fight, but he's got to make some changes. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Oh, there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway.
If you're going to go out, go out on your shield. If you're going out, go out on your shield. Don't just walk backwards. Go forward. Make him fight you. Oh, nice takedown defense.
Well, he has really started to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Straight punch, that is useful. Well, I am not going out on a limb when I say he is on the wrong side of this fight. Maybe a little bit rattled after getting knocked down earlier in the round.
But that's exactly what you expect.
Gets back to his feet. So holding on to him here, not doing a ton, perhaps just looking to recover. Oh, lands a hip toss now. All right, hip toss, and he is able to take him down. Beautiful execution there.
Great job knowing exactly what he wants. Position left and then stepping in with that right leg to load his opponent and flip it through. Great move. We love the big move. They're very excited. He's going after that cut over and over again, and every time he lands, the cut gets worse.
Final seconds of this fight. Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 30-25 for the winner by unanimous decision.
The true runners, the product of many cruel summers. In the description was fitting, they say it's 2 gunners. Slap chickpeas out your cheeks into your true hummers. Left the scene, the Hellcat scream, cause we don't do Hondas. But we do Benny Hondas, taking your baby mamas. He hostage me in the Hondas, she kiss it to pay me homage. You work it like I deserve it, she move like the perfect pervert. They say Mississippi burning, I'm sipping, serve, eating sherbet. Watch the world go to hell as I'm laughing, saying it's perfect. Catch me after Sunday service, disturbing the church's workers. Tell the deacon we ain't speaking, need money is created.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Well, for all the places we go in the world, few can hold up to this one. Good evening from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Opened April of 2016. UFC went there for the first time at UFC 200, and they've been bringing big shows seemingly every other month ever since.
They call Vegas the fight capital of the world. And if you're talking about a home base for the UFC, you're talking about T-Mobile Arena, home to some of the biggest UFC events ever. UFC 200. Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. This place has been the home of some of the biggest UFC fights in history. Tonight you get to take the same walk to that octagon and try to make your mark on the sport.
All right, so there's that power right from Michael Chandler. He talked a lot about mixing it up this week, but that right hand is his weapon of choice, and he found the button early.
It is his weapon of choice, and I think a lot of the success is based on the fact that he's such a high-level wrestler. So when he level changes, people tend to drop their hands, and Chandler drops that big right hand on him. I think this is one of the best athletes in the entire UFC. Another big takedown.
Oh, beautiful fight instinct there as he reverses position, and now he's got the dominant position.
He did a fantastic job recognizing, man, I have got to get on the offense. From bottom to top to dominant position. What a great job.
Great shot on top by Chandler.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Pimblett getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes. We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Chandler ground and pound from half guard. Under 3 minutes to go in round one.
Beautiful transition. Great job landing from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike lands. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions. Now he's going full mount.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Chandler. All right, feet on the hips here. And now he's got the back.
He's been trying to get back to his feet.
Pimblett's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. It's the elbow there.
The triangle choke is locked in. This is a beautiful technique. He just has to get his feet behind his knees now.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Chandler ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Paddy Pimblett. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. 45 seconds remain in the round. He's looking for that left hand. Not there. Nice combination of strikes there by Pimblett. Oh, beautiful count. Knee to the body now, it's blocked.
Beautiful right hand.
10 seconds to go in the round. Five minutes in the books.
All right, take a seat, buddy. Great round. Listen to me. Breathe. Deep breath into that nose. Out to that mouth. All right. Perfect round. I need you to go out there.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready? You ready? Go.
All right, round two. All right, folks, here we go with our next round. And in terms of his output and his efficiency with his significant strikes in the previous round, you can argue that was the best 5-minute stretch of his UFC career.
Oh, absolutely the best 5 minutes he has ever had. He was in a zone. Everything he threw was just landing and landing. Vicious intent. He's got to feel confident as he gets off the stool at the beginning of this round.
Whiffs on the straight right hand. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Oh, huge right hand from Michael Chandler yet again, and not unlike the one he landed on John Hooker a few years ago.
I mean, Michael Chandler is a... Oh! Oh, no!
How about the judo toss there? Judo 101. Chandler's pass attempt denied. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side.
Oh, attempting to go for the leg now. Heel hook looks tight. Avoids the submission and pops right back up. All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom...
Oh, and he locks up the triangle. That looks tight, DC.
It's very tight. And now he's just got to start passing the arm across, pulling down on the head, feed the hip, and he will definitely get the submission.
Oh, that arm is in real trouble.
He's got it isolated. He's looking to finish.
Oh, looks tight to me. Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I got to stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Oh, he's got his back.
Beautiful transition. He flattens him out. This could be trouble.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round two. Constantly a moving target.
Now he's got a good body position. Yup.
Oh!
He did a great job of reversing the position, using the opening that his opponent gave him to shut him off and get back up.
Just missed on the front kick there. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two. Oh, great block there. Circling away towards the left now. Chandler's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Beautiful diving strike lands. All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter because they have all of their submissions. Right. They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position.
Oh, how about the volume elbows? Oftentimes we see an elbow and it's one and done, not the case here.
He's so confident with those elbows. He's so good at getting them tight. They just pull them back to back that they do land.
All right, that's the end of round number two. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish. But if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Pimlet's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. Hook to the head lands flush there by Michael Chandler. Well, as we pull up the numbers there, bottom of your screen, the body strikes really tell the story in this one. That was a big focus. Swing and a big miss by Chandler. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. And not back off. You take your time. He's right for the picking.
Just out of range with that left hook. Swing and a miss by Chandler. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Just over 3 minutes to go. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now. He's starting to show itself. Nice job landing that takedown.
Fighter trying to pass here. Uba gets it up.
And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish. Did he escape that submission?
Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack. This is where you don't want to be, though.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Chandler. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Wow, all things considered, pretty good shot from bottom position. Lands with the ground and pound here. Oh, another strike lands from the top. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely.
Chandler's looking for a Darce choke here. Oh, he's got that submission locked in. He's in real
John,
trouble.
it looks tight. It looks like he's going to get this.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Paddy Pimblett. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, The more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds.
All right, take a seat, bud. Breathe, relax. All right, let's settle down a little bit. You need to get a little more accurate on those kicks. You need those to land this round.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. 2 men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here is round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our next round. DC, you are known for having one of the higher fight IQs in the game, and I would put him on that list after what we saw in terms of the bodybuilding that he recently.
He did a fantastic job of mixing up his target, not headhunting, going to the body, making that investment into forcing a mistake later that will allow him to chase his finish. Wow, he actually reversed the position, but he didn't stop there. He took a strong top position himself.
Chandler's in half guard.
Great shot from the top position.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot. He's got to be careful here.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Pimblett.
He hasn't moved on the bottom, and now he's starting to swell after he takes another ground and pound strike.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Oh, man, another strike gets through. This could be over soon.
What a tight armbar.
Here's the tap! The winner by submission. So what a win for him here tonight. He gets it done and gets it done by way of submission. He told us this week, I got to keep these judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Absolutely. He is a phenomenal grappler. He said that he held the advantage there, and that would show itself in the fight. He proved that, and he gets a submission victory. Amazing.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submission.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 52 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by tap out, Paddy the Paddy!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.
So here's your number 1 featherweight contender. He got through a murderer's row to set up this shot at the title, and He knows this may not come around again. He's trying to make the most of it here tonight and head back home, the newly minted UFC featherweight champion.
The winning streak that you have to have in order to get a featherweight championship opportunity is so great that when you get here, you have to make sure you're ready. This young man is ready. He's prepared mentally. He's prepared physically to go out there and try to become a champion. He told us time and time again, I'm the next Max Holloway. Let's see if he can get it done.
It is so hard to get to this spot at 45, 55, 70. He has done it. Now the question beckons, is he good enough to dethrone the champion? So here he is, the UFC featherweight king, Alexander Volkanovski. And we have truly run out of superlatives when it comes to talking about this man and his mixed martial arts acumen. There are three guys who can lay claim to being the greatest featherweight of all time, and yet Alex is kind of distancing himself from that pack.
It's crazy. It's crazy how good Alexander Volkanovski is. I mean, you always knew he could fight. But to see some of the performances as of late, see how he continues to evolve and get better even as the champion is really impressive. And it's a credit to him and all of his coaches, but mostly his mindset. I don't know if there's a guy in fighting that has a higher fight IQ than Alexander the Great. I just like to take note of what I'm experiencing every time this guy steps in the octagon, because it's always something special.
And certainly since he signed with the UFC all the way back in 2016, he has been a promotional workhorse, strength of schedule as good as it gets, and of course, as he enters competition tonight, can lay claim to 4 combined wins over Jose Aldo and Max Holloway, greatest featherweight of all time. And now our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Diego Lopez. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, here we go. Early round action with the UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski. And when you want to talk about mixed martial arts evolution, perhaps no man has improved as much over the last 2 or 3 years than the featherweight king Alexander Volkanovski. So much so that his opponent tonight doesn't necessarily know what he is in for. Volkanovski's in half guard now.
Big ground and pound.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Volkanovski.
Beautiful reversal on the ground.
High-level guard pass there as he moves into half guard.
You know the guy's going to his left on the pass, but you cannot stop it. He is tremendous at passing the guard.